he says, we must do the works of him who sent me while it is day. Night is coming, darkness is coming when no one can work. As long as I am in the world, this is Jesus talking, I am the light of the world. After he said these things, he spit on the ground, made some mud from the saliva, and spread the mud on his eyes. This is a blind guy. He ain't a deaf guy. He hears Jesus spitting. Because he's going to do something. He's the blind guy. He ain't deaf. He's like, whoa, what's going on here? Wait a second, right? He's blind from birth. He has never seen. And now Jesus comes before him and going to hark up a loogie and then spit it into. Now listen, Israel's full of dirt, full of dirt. It's dirt every place. You know, so you got dirt. Jesus knows he can take dirt and turn it into mud. But he's gathering dirt and then he needs water. And he's not going down to the river to get the water to the Jordan. He's getting. Listen, I didn't make this. This is what happened. There's times that God is working a process to do something supernatural for you, but you don't like the process, so you quit early. Don't quit early. Don't quit early. Come on. God wants to do something great through you. I don't like that. That doesn't sound good to me. Does blindness sound good to you? Come on, walk through the challenge. I know it's tough that the rain is coming and the winds and the storms, and it's a challenge against my personal well-being. But hang in there, man. Jesus has something supernatural in store for you. If you'll stay in there, drop anchor, stay committed to him, do the things God is calling you to do, get rid of the moral filth and the ungodliness that so easily grabs humanity. Now listen, think about Jesus. He spit and he's making mud, and you think that's one spit, but he's got to create that. And then he's putting his hands in it in mud, and then he gets a consistency to it. Listen, there's some trials that come. You have a trial and you make it through, and you have a trial again, and it's just really tough. And you have a trial again, and you learn how to, I'm greater than this. And you're saying that, and half of you believes it, the other half doesn't yet. And then you come to a place in your life, listen, where you're so grounded in the things of God that you no longer care about that. And whatever you want to do is good with me, God, because I walk with you and you walk with me. This guy's been blind from birth, and he's standing before Jesus, and he cannot see him because he's never seen. Jesus spits, makes mud, puts mud in his eyes, and tells him to go wash at the pool of Siloam. So he left, verse 7, washed and came back seeing. His neighbors and those who had seen him before as a beggar said, isn't this the one who used to be begging? Used to sit beg? Come on. Some said he's the one. Others said, nah, he looks like him. But he kept saying, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the guy. So they asked him, how were your eyes open? And he answered, the man called Jesus made mud, spread it on my eyes, and told me to go to Siloam and wash. So when I went and washed, I received my sight. Where is he, they asked. I don't know. They brought the man who used to be blind to the Pharisees. That day Jesus made the mud and opened his eyes. Was a Sabbath. I mean, God follows rules, but he doesn't follow rules over the mercies of God. Mercy is greater than your rule. Then the Pharisees asked him again, how did you receive his sight? And he put mud on my eyes. He told him, I wash and I can see. And some of the Pharisees said, this man is not from God because he doesn't keep the Sabbath. But others were saying, how can a sinful man perform such miracles? So there was division. Again, they asked the blind man, what do you say about him when he opened your eyes? He's a prophet, he says. And the Jews did not believe that, so there's now this little conflict that's going on. And the guy answers in verse 25. Just skip to that. He says, because they called Jesus a sinner. He says, whether he's a sinner, I don't know. One thing I do know, I was blind, and now I see.